guys, welcome to your weekend edition love and general reading. This is for the element of water. So if you are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and as your sun, moon, or rising sign, these messages are for you for the weekend of January 31st through February 2nd, 2020. So I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity. If you want to book your personal or private reading, you can email me if you don't have the current price list for this year. If you already have this year's price list, you can always just make your payment on Friday. If you want to reach me by phone, that's a different process. So make sure you're subscribed so that you can get the notifications for when I'm taking live calls. So let's go ahead and get started. We have the central issue, heart of the matter, as the moon. We have the Two of Swords. Who is calling me? We have the Star. I do not recognize this number. Five of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, Death, and the Four of Pentacles. My hair is all caught up in here. All right, so with the central issue here being the moon, it's possible this can be an emotional weekend. I feel like you guys are very guarded at this point. There's something, almost feel like something like cross my heart and hope to die. So I don't know if there is something that you felt like is owed to you, or there's some sort of promise that you haven't yet received. It looks like you put like a lot of energy out into the universe. And it's like you're waiting for something to happen. Maybe you become emotional because something has not yet happened. I also feel like you guys are trying to close off or block some sort of telepathic connection that you may be having with someone. Or maybe you keep having like these dreams or these messages or synchronicities, and you're just kind of fed up and you're like, I don't want any more synchronicities. I don't want any more indirect communication. I just want, I just want there to be communication, or I want to know for sure how someone feels about me. So I feel like you guys may be kind of guarded with you because you're tired. You want someone to open up and release what they're feeling. Or this can be the other way around. You might be the one that is refusing to show how you feel about somebody, and it just gets to the point where it becomes overbearing or overwhelming. I also feel like the past may be creeping up to haunt you. Like you're needing to confront your anxieties or your fears, but you're trying to not to deal with it. I feel like you're trying to kind of push some sort of pain back down. It looks like there's some sort of grief. Okay, I'm getting like a lot of different stories. You guys' weekend could be very emotional, only because I'm getting like the moon with, it looks like a lot of energy, like tears, emotion, and then we have Five of Cups, Ten of Swords, Death. I feel like maybe either you are getting over a breakup or something that ended. Maybe your job ended, you're kind of grieving over it. If it's not your energy, it could very well be that someone is coming towards you that is going to be very emotional. Someone's coming out of a breakup, someone needing to talk. So, and then you could just be remembering the dead over the weekend. But I feel like there's this energy like, I don't want to talk about it, or I don't want to think about it. I don't want to deal with it. But it's like you're having to purge and you're having to deal with anything that you've recently lost. I feel like you were really connected to someone, or you were really connected with your job. You guys are having to let go of the past, but it's like you're still holding on. Some of you may be still holding on to something that ended. It's like, I can't seem to let go. There definitely could be like the shedding of the ego. So anything that you identified with, maybe you lost it. Something that you identified with, something that you felt was a part of you, a part of who you are, a part of your beliefs. And just because you don't have it anymore, it's just like, what do I do now? Or who am I now? Like, what do I hold on to now? That was a part of me. Now what do I grasp onto? Yeah, so I also feel like you could be in a situation where there's a long distance relationship, and maybe it's getting too emotional now, or it's getting to be too much. Something could be holding on by a thread, but not really. I don't know. You could also be grieving the loss of a fire sign, or maybe a fire sign is grieving over you. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then also maybe with Venus moving through Pisces, that's affecting the water energies, because that is a trine between the water elements. So those of you that have any type of planets in these water signs, maybe you're being affected by Venus and Neptune's transit through Pisces right now. You also could have had some sort of premonition, and whatever, it's like you're waking up from a dream. Something seems like a dream. Maybe there's this mourning or crying over something that you dreamed about. Maybe you keep having these memories and you're like, where are these dreams coming from? A lot of times, sometimes I feel like they're past life memories. Like, let's say, for instance, you had a bad premonition that something, was going to happen. It doesn't necessarily mean that is going to happen for sure. Sometimes I feel like those are past life memories. So maybe some of you are dealing like your past is haunting you some type of way. I also feel like maybe one person, if this is a love situation, one person may feel like they're the ones putting out all their heart and soul, and the other person is just standing by, or nothing's being done about it. Someone may be very stubborn or very guarded, like they have their walls up. I feel like someone may be trying to protect themselves or stay in their own bubble or their own reality here. I also feel like maybe someone is trying to shield someone. So maybe someone is trying to shield their loved ones or shield their children. Definitely could be about somebody who you're missing, or someone may be having some sort of regrets about how things ended. Yeah, I feel like someone is also kind of pouring their heart out via the internet, any type of social media platform. Instead, so there is some sort of indirect communication. What is this that flew out? The Emperor and Strength makes me feel like someone who is pretending to be strong is really somewhere hurting inside. Someone maybe not as strong as they seem. Something could be an illusion. Maybe someone is acting like they don't care when they really care a ton. But let me look at the Five of Cups here. Yeah, so the Strength card popped out again. Someone they feel like they have to be strong, by maybe holding back the tears. That's a song too. But maybe someone feels like they need to be strong, and they're like, people can't see me cry, or people can't see me hurt. So they're wearing this this facade that everything's okay. So maybe it would be good to check in on certain people who come off as strong. I feel like someone's really hurting inside. Someone misses their soulmate. They miss how things used to be. And I'm looking at both of these people are dancing in the sun in the background. And both of these people are grieving over the same thing. So there are two people who are grieving for each other, but they may not be expressing that directly to each other. It might be expressed outwardly or indirectly, like I said. For some of you, it could be a Leo. Someone may be feeling ignored, or like they're not getting any attention. They're like, you're not paying any attention to me, and that really hurts. Or you're not acknowledging me. Man, somebody is really thinking about somebody and not saying anything, but they're watching and observing. Now, this also could be a situation where, like, I really get like it's a lot of emotional things going on. So it could be dealing with love situations, but also, you know, there still could be something going on in career or in the family where there's some sort of grief going on. And if it was a loss or, you know, in a family, a death in a family, I feel like it's something that has already happened. I just feel like maybe people are still processing it. And people are having to be strong, even though they're, you know, suffering inside. And someone just wishes everything could be normal again. It's like, why can't things be normal? Someone is seeing the messages. I really feel like someone is looking up and they're like, I see their status on Facebook, or I see what they're writing. I saw that post that they put up, whether it's Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat, whatever the case. Someone is just like, I saw your story, I saw the message, but I'm hurting. I don't know, maybe someone is not yet ready to deal with their feelings. I really feel like someone is going through a breakup, or someone is just still hurting. They're too hurt to talk. It makes me think of, you know, like you can't, if something is still too raw, you can't really talk about it. It's like the minute you start talking about it, you start bawling, and it's just like, oh my God, I can't even control myself. I'd rather not talk about it. So I feel like something like you're being confronted with the past. There's something that you need to discuss, but your heart is still too sensitive. Or this is, you know, the other way around. There's someone who wants to talk to you, but their emotions are too raw right now. Let me also look at the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, somebody also may be taking a break from social media, or cutting out communication from people, just cutting ties with people, saying goodbye to people who just don't fit in with your life anymore. It's like, I have to let these people go. I have to say goodbye. Somebody has changed, and I feel like someone is not the same person anymore. I don't know if it's you or someone coming towards you, but I feel like someone is like, that's not me anymore. I'm a different person now. Someone got tired of this on-off again situation, or someone got tired of some sort of instability, all this back and forth. They're like, I can't deal with all this back and forth. So I just need to cut this off. Someone also could not make up their mind who they wanted to move forward with. So they may have cut off everybody. It's like, I just need to cut everyone off and just focus on me because I just can't right now. So some of you may have felt torn, or you were in some sort of situation where maybe someone had to choose and they just decided they couldn't choose. They're like, I can't choose right now. So they just isolated themselves. Could be dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, and I said the water signs, I think, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So of your same sign. There's just a lot of emotions going on. Also, someone doesn't really know. Okay, so I get someone who may have been shy. Maybe they're like, I can't be shy anymore. I have to be courageous. I have to be bold. I have to confront my fears. So I feel like maybe someone is trying to do that. They're trying to work up the nerve to confront their fears, especially when it comes to expressing their feelings to somebody, whether it's romantic or not. There's definitely some sort of, it seems like this is some sort of memorial or paying some sort of respects. So I don't know if this is the anniversary of the passing of someone too. But there is going to be a rebirth. Like someone is going to be, after some rest, is going to feel renewed. Now, if it's not, so painful, it could just be that someone does need an emotional rest. Like you need to a day off, or you need to take a break from something that you were doing because it looks like you're dead ass tired. Like you're so tired, you can't even move. Your back might be in pain. Maybe you need to stay off your feet. And you just need to stay in the house. So for some of you, it's more so about working on yourself and healing, because it's almost like you are broken emotionally or physically, like you're tired. Some of you may decide to unfollow someone only because it seems too painful. It's like, I can't keep following them because all those memories, I can't keep thinking about this person. Or because you feel like, or maybe you unfollowed someone because you couldn't bear to see them, or, you just couldn't bear it. So it's like, I just need to cut this person out completely. Maybe seeing someone kept getting your hopes up, seeing someone's pictures, or maybe someone decides to unfollow you because they just feel like, I can't, like, if we're not going to be together, I can't stand to look at their pictures or their words. Like, I can't take it. And then again, this looks like the same thing about how someone who has been shy or guarded is going to come out. Yeah, it's like they're coming out of their comfort zone. I'm getting a lot of people, a lot of messages like that. Like people coming out of their comfort zone and people confronting their fears over the weekend. Maybe something triggered that. Maybe someone felt like, I don't want to go leave this earth without telling this person how I feel. Something has been like a maze. Like maybe you couldn't figure someone out or they couldn't figure you out. Something has been very complicated. Maybe your work situation has been complicated. Someone is still holding on to someone's picture. They're like, I can't throw this picture away, or I can't delete this picture. Like, I see a lot of deleting and clearing out, but I think there's just one picture or something that someone can't find the courage to just delete it. They're like, I can't delete this though. I have to keep this one picture or this one message. Or even like if you deleted someone's pictures, but you didn't delete them out of your contacts. So it's like you go to your contacts and there's their picture and you're like, oh damn, I forgot about that. Oh, I can't delete their number. So I kind of feel like something may be going on where you really cared about someone and you just can't let go of this one particular message or picture, or vice versa. Job-wise, I feel that Spirit wants you to focus on your own talent and your own career. So if you lose your job, don't beat yourself up. Don't have any regrets. I feel like if you had already been wanting to establish your own business, go ahead, get your unemployment and be working on that until you can establish, or until your own business is established. Yeah, someone has been suffering in silence, and they may still be holding a grudge. Either you or someone may still be holding a grudge. And I feel like there was this connection via social media at first, but then maybe you cut this person out or they cut you out. I'm not even really getting blocked, just more so like unfollowing somebody. So it's still access to someone's information, and someone is still viewing or checking someone's messages or posts. Yeah, I just really feel like some of you are still being admired, even though there has not been communication from someone. And you may be unaware that someone is going through some sort of major loss or some sort of suffering. Or you are the one going through some sort of loss or suffering and they don't even know it. So let me pull some energy cards. What additional messages are there for water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? So we have action, Magician in the mirror, door to value, and indecision. So I feel that the central issue being action, that someone took some sort of action. Someone was not just stagnant. Someone actually said something or did something. But there's an illusion still going on. I feel like something is not what you see. Someone is wearing a mask, or the situation is an illusion. Well, like I said, someone may be hurting and not showing it. Something may be too good to be true. And I'm also seeing here with door to value, it could be that regardless, something leads to an opportunity or leads you to what you've been wanting. I feel that something is like smoking mirrors, and you're needing to make some sort of decision, but you need to make sure that you're making the right decision. It's like you're not wanting to chase an illusion, or to chase something where if it's not real, or if it's not going to be a good investment. So I feel like ultimately you're at a crossroads. And this also could be for like a different group of people. What I'm also getting is that if you are being pursued in a love situation, whoever is pursuing you is communicating with you indirectly, or they're coming at you like they're a follower, but they're not the person that is in the picture. Okay, I'm also seeing someone being paid for something. Paying for information, paying customers. So I've mentioned it before, like it may be a situation where there's a client who is paying for your services, but their intentions are really, they're wanting to get closer to you, or they're wanting to be a part of your life. And they're like, if the only way I can be in their life is to be like a client of theirs, then I'll do it. So I feel like someone is doing things so that they can stay in your life any type of way. They're like, by any means necessary. Or you might be doing that. I also feel like maybe someone is offering to pay for things. Now, I also see something kind of magical happening, like something seems to happen out of nowhere, like money or things that you need or value, like it just comes out of nowhere. It seems like something is happening out of thin air, and you're like, where's this coming from? And you're asking, should you trust the source that it's coming from? Should you trust this? What should you do about it? Something's very unusual or tricky about this last part. Like, there's some sort of game or gamble. Maybe you're going to gamble this weekend. If you do, I didn't like all those sad cards that I saw, so I don't know if you're losing money, or if you're sad and you're trying to escape your sadness through materialism, like trying to fulfill any type of void by doing a bunch of other things, but that's not what you really want. And then we got hostilities and storm warning. I feel like something fighting fire with fire. Something may end up being very unexpected over the weekend. It could be a sudden fight, or some sort of changes that just kind of come out of nowhere, like some sort of chaos out of nowhere. Something could be on a path of destruction. And to me, that almost sounds like self-sabotage. So I feel like something needs to be real. If something continues on this path, it's just going to lead to destruction. So like I was saying, in a situation where let's say someone is following you on social media, but they're wearing a mask. They aren't who they say they are, but they don't know how to get close to you. So they're doing anything to stay in your life, but it's doing nothing but causing confusion and hostilities and chaos. So I feel like the solution is to be real if you are the one playing around or being phony. However, if this is someone else and it's just like, yeah, they need to be real. Like at this point, there's nothing you can really do to make this person be real. They just need to come at you in a real way, because right now it looks like someone is just kind of throwing things at you. Looks like someone is throwing things at you or trying to buy love. Like, it's like, let me pay for love this way, or maybe I can keep taking care of them, or maybe if I give them these gifts or money, then they'll like me. And I feel like that's not what it is. The issue is that someone needs to be authentic. So, man. Yeah. You guys, I just feel like your weekend could be... Make sure if it's you, try your best not to self-sabotage something, because I just feel like something is destructive or someone is on a path of destruction. I do feel like also with the Tower stepping in, if you are headed down the wrong path, like Spirit is going to intervene, like, oh, hold on, like you are going down the wrong path, time for us to intervene and get you back on track. So that's all I can kind of gather from this, but I hope it makes sense. Feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.